Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to G.O.A Fish Farm, and I'm back again with another video. Yes, I know you are happy to see me. I'm happy to see you too. Well, today I will be actually recording an exciting session. There are a lot of farmers who have issues, and in catfish farm business, it's not always so sweet at all times. There's always up and down in all businesses. So today I'll be letting you know, I'll be actually explaining, is it out of place for your fish to die, or is it a spiritual attack when your fish die? Like some people will say, is it my enemy that is doing me? Is it my father's enemy that is killing my business? I don't want me to be successful. Well, today I'll be analyzing the whole thing, whether mortality is a bad thing, or any farmer that is experiencing mortality is a bad farmer. So I'll be explaining it. Now, if you are new to this channel, make sure you click on that subscribe button, comment, like, and leave any question for us at the comment section. I know you can't wait for me to start explaining and breaking this question down into pieces. Just sit back, call your friends, relax, and don't forget to share those videos. Alright, back to the video. Yes, is it really out of place for fish to be dying? Or what is your plan for mortality? As a professional fish farmer, what are you expected to do to save yourself from the stress of mortality? Or is each time your fish are dying, is it a spiritual attack? Like some Christians call me, that you think it's a spiritual attack, or they used to feel bad that they are not being successful. Well, the answer is that it is not out of place. Now, mortality is actually part of the business. In catfish business, we buy fish in their numbers. So let's say you target to harvest 10,000 pieces, or let me use 1,000. Let's say your goal is to have 1,000 table size at the end of 4 months quarter production. And that 1,000 pieces, you want them to give you at least nothing less than 2,000 kg or 1,500 kg, which is called 1.5 tons. So if that is your goal, now at the point of stocking, you have to make sure you are stocking something like 1,002, 1,003. Now, when you stock 1,002, 1,003, your mind is at rest that it is practically impossible for all 300 extra, let me not say mortality target, because of people like someone, when I said I'm giving you mortality, he said no, it's not mortality, it is extra. That it's your mouth is declaration. You know how these spiritual people can be like. Well, the thing is that, let me use that extra, so which we call mortality. Per every 1,000 we give 15 pieces for the mortality or extra. So now you see this extra. Now, if you buy 1,300, for the period of first to 4th month, whereby your fish will reach the stage of harvesting, it is not possible for 300 fishes to die. Now, the procedure is that at the point of stocking, finally, because of weather conditions, stress, you might have maybe 5 or 10 drop. Now, you stock. Out of 1,300, you already have 1,290 left. Now, in the continuous procedure of stocking, maybe your water, the following morning, the source of your rain fell, and then the source of your water changed, and then there's some issues. Now, some fishes are dying again. Let's say 2 died, the next day another 2 died, the next day another 2 died. All you need to do, you don't have to put yourself under pressure. All you need to do is check the source of the death. Is it water content? Is it that the content of water, is it that it's not neutral? Is it too alkaline or acidic? If it is, you know how to treat acidic and alkaline water to make it neutral. If that is not the case, is it that your pond is infected? Now, if you check and you see that, okay, my pond is not infected, only just 1, 2 dropped, that means it is actually there. It is. Now let me hear this. In catfish business, fish die naturally. It is their own. Like, without any infection, without anything, without even bad water, a fish can die. Don't forget, secondly, fish kill themselves. Like Yoruba will say, so fish kills themselves, and that is what we call cannibalism. So it is possible your fish to cannibalize each other. If you are using a tarpaulin pond, yes, you can easily keep track record of how many fish died naturally, how many fish were cannibalized on, because your fish will eat each other but they can never eat the skull of their cell. So the skull will still be on the surface of your pond. So the next day when you are changing your water, you can count the number of skulls on the floor and record it down that okay, 7 died. So now it is not a spiritual attack. For any farmer that felt like your fish are dying, it is not a spiritual attack. Just check out of these 3 things. Is it your water content? Is it the weather condition? Or is it that the fish they supply you are not good breeds? Most times the fish are always good breed, because no farmer will, if you're a reasonable farmer, will not want to supply bad breed and not want to sustain that kind of customer, because there's no way I put myself in that place as a farmer. You supply me juvenile and you supply me a bad breed. The next 4 months or the next time I want to supply, I will never come to you again. And apart from that, I will not even recommend you to old friends. So it is not a good business for any farmer not to supply good breed. So most times it is not actually the breed or the fish that is the problem. It's either the environment factor or the water factor, or sometimes it might be maybe the kind of breed you are supplying and the environment. That might be the issue. So you just need to figure out what exactly am I doing wrong. So you don't know, it's not out of place. If your fish are dying, that doesn't mean you are not a professional. All you need to check is where am I going wrong? What am I doing wrong? But listen to this. If your fish are dying in mass, emphasis was in mass, so definitely you know there is something wrong somewhere. So you need to make sure you evacuate your fish, isolate them and keep them, because it's possible, it is not impossible, it is possible that an enemy actually comes around to, like the other day, if somebody came to my pond and poured a tari, you know what they call tari? They call tari in my pond, and my fish, about 400 died. The next day 20 died. So when I observe, I smell the water, I see that I'm hearing that chemical that they used to put in water, so they killed my fish. So I had to quickly harvest whatever is left, smoke them, and treat everything and like that. So that year I made loss. So it happens. Now sometimes today they might call me at the farm. I'll say 2 fishes dropped. I'll say okay, take it out, record it down. Tomorrow they say okay, 2 died. Next day 2 died. Fine, I know it can affect your psychology. Like it really affects one's mental health. But you just have to know that it is part of the business. So it is part of the business. So that's why I advise that if you want to harvest 1,000, stock 1,300. And is it possible that spiritual attack? Well, yes. Nothing is impossible in Nigeria or in any country where you're watching from. But the thing is that if any spiritual witches and wizards want to attack you, even you are a Christian now, you can pray, you can fast. It's not of the business to be a successful farmer. You have to, if you are a Muslim, pray to Allah. If you are a Christian, pray to Jesus. Jesus is always our protector. He says whatever we lay our hands on shall be prosperous. He shall bless the work of our hands. So you know that no principal forces against you, against your business can stand. So all you need to do is don't let that to whittle you down not to be successful in the business. Just keep trying. Even if you are not successful in the first quarter, you can try the second quarter or the third quarter. You can be assured of success at the end of the day. So this is what I decided to analyze today, because of some questions I've been getting is my fish are dying, I'm not doing well. No, do not look down on yourself. Mortality is part of the business. Fish dying is part of the process. Just that it has to be minimal. Let's say you have 1 today, 1 tomorrow, 1 in 2 weeks, 1 in. So it happens. Not that each time your fish die, there is an error. You start rushing, you start shivering, and no. Dying of fish is part of the procedure. Just that it is mitigated. Like for example, from production to harvest stage, if you have, let's say, 50 to 40 or 70, even 100 mortality within a period of 4 months, it's not out of place. It happens. Don't let anybody deceive you. I do the business. Yes, I'm an usher. I supply juvenile. I'm also a farmer that rear, a rearing farmer. I rear fishes myself. I'm a processor. I smoke fish. Apart from being a consultant, I do everything. So I've experienced it. So even me, if you come to my farm today, you will see that the fishes are dying. Even still yesterday, I removed about 2 fish that died. And they are already 2 months plus. Already reaching smoke size. So That is even me that I'm a professional. So you can ask every other farmer, you can ask every other farmers, they will tell you that it's not out of place for fish to die. Alright, I hope with this analysis and explanation, you all will stop condemning yourself, will stop castigating yourself when fish die. You can be successful, and I know you will be successful in this business. Alright, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click on that subscribe button, comment, like, and even question at the comment section. Well, thank you for staying with us. Make sure you recommend our videos, and if you want to reach out to us for your consultancy services, farm setup, or juvenile supply, you can reach out to us on 0067706651. Alright, on to the next video. Stay blessed.